At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Sawyer's Fresh Market to close temporarily. Plus, progress on the Bimini International Airport. And Abaco Big Bird making a major comeback.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
It's been hard for a while for them, but it's a shame to see, them finally closing the doors.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, making the announcement through their social media pages. Sawyer's Fresh Market announcing the temporary closure of one of its locations along with its distribution warehouse. The grocery store has experienced some rough patches in recent months with posts of their shelves not bearing much grocery items. Matthew Martinborough spoke with shoppers to get reactions to the closure.
Business has been hard for a while for them, but it's a shame to see, them finally closing the doors.
Just 2 days after Christmas, Sawyer's Fresh Market announced the immediate temporary closure of the Midshipman Road location, redirecting sole efforts here on Oak Street. Public response to the immediate closure has been nothing short of disappointing.
We definitely have to travel a little bit further to, to Solomon's or one of the other stores to buy our groceries. It was definitely nice having Sawyer's across the street, having that option for the, the fresh produce and stuff close by to us. So we'll just have to travel a little bit further to pick up our supplies.
It was disgusting. We haven't get paid from the week before Christmas.
Like this to close down. What's going on? They tell me say the government ain't paid them the social service coupon money. So if it's government at fault, government need to do better. You owe a man, pay a man. The people them done buy the grocery with the social service coupon, pay the people them.
With the temporary closure of the Midshipman Road location and its distribution warehouse, the future of Sawyer's Fresh Market remains uncertain. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Thanks, Matthew. In other news, customs and immigration officers in the Bahamas are raising concerns over what they claim has been months of unpaid overtime, with many reportedly still waiting for compensation. In an interview with the union president, it was revealed that despite record-breaking revenues, officers have received no official communication regarding their money. The Minister of Labor also weighing in.
Immigration officers are owed from July of this year, and the customs officers are owed from April of this year.
Despite reports of some officers failing to report for a work shift in the nation's capital several days ago, Daron Brooks, president of the Bahamas Customs, Immigration and Allied Workers Union, says it is not the result of any organized industrial action. Instead, he confirmed that officers across the length and breadth of the Bahamas have not been paid their overtime for several months, and he says that efforts to contact the employer have proven futile.
The union would have made contact with the employer. That would have been the 11th of December, as it relates to seeing if they would have been able to make some payments for overtime for government payday, which would have been on the 19th of December. We got no further communication after that.
The union president explaining that the situation is particularly difficult during the festive season.
And then having to realize that, there's a 7-week gap between the 19th of December and, let's say, the 29th of January, where that would be the next pay period.
Brooks also pointed out the irony, noting that the Bahamas Customs and Excise Department has recorded its highest ever revenue in 2024, surpassing last year's figures. Yet despite these record-breaking numbers, he claims there's been no official communication regarding the overdue payments to officers.
I don't know where the union is in possession of a strike certificate. We're very responsible when it comes to using those certificates. And membership is going to have to determine if and when the certificate is going to be used.
Labor Minister, the Honorable Pia Glover-Roll, confirmed she has communicated with the union president and raised the issue with the relevant ministries. However, she notes that only the financial secretary can provide specific details on the matter.
I am informed that these fiscal matters are matters that will be resolved. They are now doing the preliminary work that's needed to ensure that resolution is brought.
Now, we also spoke with Customs Comptroller Ralph Monroe, who commented on the matter and clarified that officers are paid once bills are processed, regardless of revenue collected. Monroe suggests Brooks meet with the financial secretary for clarity, though he admits that the process often has its challenges. The multi-million-dollar upgrade for Bimini's airport continues as part of government's effort to redevelop and bring airports countrywide up to date. As part of the Family Island Airport Renaissance Project, the minister with responsibility for the country's aviation sector recently viewed the project's progress and shares this update with Cleopatra Murphy.
The transformation of the Bimini International Airport is well underway, and Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, is giving his seal of approval, hoping to see the project that includes the construction of a 20,000 square foot terminal complete by next December.
I was pretty pleased with the progress that we're seeing so far. You would recall that the government executed a management agreement for a PPP for the redevelopment of the Bimini Airport. First phase is $40 million. In its entirety, it's an $80 million project.
The minister says the airside works are also well underway.
The aprons are being built. There's some diversions already. We see the areas already parted off for the terminal buildings. So there's significant progress.
Cooper, who was on Bimini a month prior, says the difference to the facility from his last visit has been vast.
I think the people of Bimini will be pleased, and I hope that within the next 12 months, by this time next year, I hope that we are seeing even more substantial progress and hopefully even a completion of the terminal.
A point of pride, he says. All contractors for the works are Bahamians, with Knowles Construction Company in charge of civil works.
The civil works on the airside, mainly the aprons and the runways, etc., is being done by a Bahamian. I know that definitively. And I am satisfied that the terminal buildings are also being done by a Bahamian contractor.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
In other news, marking the end of their 16 days of activism violence against females, the Department of Social Services hosting a candlelight vigil at Jubilee Cathedral. The event, bringing together community members and advocates, aimed at raising awareness about the pervasive issue of gender-based violence, also honoring the resilience of women and girls nationwide, with the vigil serving as a powerful reminder for the urgent need for continued action and solidarity. Matthew Martinborough shares more details in this report.
Spreading the message of hope and help through a candlelight vigil on the doorsteps of Jubilee Cathedral Church, the Department of Social Services hosting the endeavor as part of their 16 days of activism against gender-based violence under the theme, Unite to End Violence Against Women and Girls. Pastor of Global Victory Worship Center, Godfrey Theok, opening the event with a word of prayer for past and present victims of domestic violence.
We pray for your guidance. We pray, Father, oh God, that justice will be served. We pray, oh God, that you will continue to inspire us and give us the right, oh God, tools and the knowledge that is needed, oh God, to empower our community, our nation at large, Father, oh God, fighting against violence against women and girls alike, Father God.
Deputy Director of Urban Renewal, Senator Kirkland Russell, says the appalling events are those which are highly intolerable, especially for a nation such as ours.
I believe this country should, when we wear these orange ribbons and orange tie, that should be for somebody else. That shouldn't be about this country called the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Assistant Director of Social Services, Fran Bryce, shares the work of her and her team will continue to ensure the protection of domestic violence victims.
I'm going to reach out to reconnect again. Please, please assist us in addressing this. This is a deadly scourge on our community, and we're losing our women, our children, and we need your help.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
And still to come.
Abaco, the land of opportunity. We will have that story and sports highlights when we return.
The holidays are a time to celebrate our connectedness, to strengthen the ties that bind us, that make us, well, family. At Commonwealth Bank, we're your neighbors, your friends, and yes, we're your family, wishing you warm and sincere best wishes for a happy holiday and a prosperous new year from your family at Commonwealth Bank.
Merry Christmas to you.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Tech Masters Freeport, your go-to for electronics, IT services, and repairs. Visit Sunset Commercial Plaza or call 351-5283 today. Tech Masters, we've mastered IT. Clearview Glass and Window extends a heartfelt thank you to all their patrons for their continued support throughout the year and is looking forward to serving you in the future. Wishing you a very happy holiday season and a new year filled with peace, love, and prosperity. Leary Calibrations ensures medical equipment performs at its best, delivering quality, accuracy, and precision. Specializing in devices like patient monitors, x-ray machines, and ultrasounds, they provide expert calibration, maintenance, and repairs. Contact them at 803-5974 or info@learycalibrations.com.
Tropical gyro is the best.
Tropical gyro is the best.
This holiday season,
From all of us at ZNS and Grand Bahama, we wish you joy, peace, and love. May your days be merry and bright.
And your hearts filled with holiday cheer. Whether you're near or far.
We hope that you are surrounded by those you love.
And memories that last a lifetime.
From our ZNS family to yours.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
ZNS, bringing the spirit of the holidays to the Northern Bahamas.
Welcome back. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, visited the island of Abaco, where he spoke with residents at the Abaco Beach Resort. Minister Cooper elaborated on several ongoing investments that are at the forefront and encouraged residents to take pride in not only being one of the country's favorite islands, but also in embracing the opportunities the island has to offer. Jolanda Thompson-Everest has that story.
The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, highlighting several expanding opportunities in Abaco as he spoke to residents during the Ministry of Tourism's pitch competition at the Abaco Beach Resort. The minister enthusiastically speaking to the $1 million Treasure Key development, the rapidly growing air service, which is one of the fastest in the country, and the emerging businesses that are quickly taking root. He emphasized that tourism is everyone's business and that Abaco is brimming with opportunities.
We're committed to providing training, funding, and networking. We're committed to making tourism your business. I am confident that if we are successful in the work that the Tourism Development Corporation has set out to do, we will create jobs
lots of jobs. We will create opportunities for Bahamians.
The Minister of Tourism points out there is a need for service, and he encourages residents to be bold and courageous, stepping outside their comfort zones, as tourism is designed to support tourism-related businesses.
Agencies of government can collaborate where there's a good business plan, where there's a solid idea, and where there is a sure opportunity to create wealth. We're able to coordinate even more funding for small and medium-sized businesses.
Minister Cooper says as the country experiences exponential growth, he's inspired to serve as the Minister of Tourism at this pivotal time.
You have a roaring economy. You have more than $1 billion of new investments in the island of Grand Bahama, and in Abaco, more than Grand Bahama, and just as much as Exuma. And Elutra is creeping up, but Abaco, you're off the chain. When it comes to interest in Abaco for new business and new investments by foreign investors, you're one of the nation's favorite.
He states that Abaco has a friend in him and is committed to ensuring it receives its share of economic growth. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Well, Abaco Big Bird Chicken is making a comeback as the poultry company's products are expected to be in Abaco markets by mid-January of 2025. Our Shalia Roll speaking with Lance Pinder, the operations manager at Abaco Big Bird, who is sharing the company's excitement to rebound after many trials.
Abaco Big Bird Chicken back on the market after years of trying to rebuild after Hurricane Dorian that wiped out all of their birds in inventory. Lance Pinder, the operating director of Abaco Big Bird Chicken, says that their products will be in the Abaco Market's limited chain of food stores by mid-January 2025.
We lost all our birds in Dorian, and all our barns, all our growing capacity. So we had to start from scratch almost with that stuff, rebuilding. Wanted to get it back in there for probably over a year, but there was so much challenges with supply chain issues and production items that had to get some things worked out. That's one of the reasons we put in the hatchery expansion that we did so we could hatch our own chicks right here on the farm.
As the poultry company is set to return to stores in the new year, you can expect to see various products from their company.
You'll see the whole birds back on the market first, and then around that same time or within a week or two, you'll see like some boneless breasts and boneless thighs and things come online, and then possibly other items as we go along.
Pinder says that the company has faced many challenges during this rebuilding period, but nonetheless, it is happy to be making steps in the right direction.
It's a what do you call it? A morale kind of booster, I guess, for us. It's been so tough going. So we're really looking forward to that. It kind of makes you feel like all the hard work is getting you somewhere.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
Thanks, Shalia. About another news, the Royal Bahamas Police Force also spreading Christmas cheer as the Lucaya Division offers encouraging words this holiday season. Officer in charge of the Lucaya Division, Chief Superintendent Sherry Armley, along with her team, took to the streets to patrol the Lucaya Shopping Plaza and the Port Lucaya Marketplace. They engaged with shoppers and business owners, distributing Christmas cards and reassuring them that the police are out in full force during this holiday season.
We are just touching base with them, which we do throughout the year, but on this special day to say to them, thank you for putting the safety measures in place to police themselves as we police them.
Chief Superintendent Armley spoke about the positive feedback and encouraging words they received from the public regarding the increased police presence during this time.
As you know, during the Christmas season, we are mandated by the Commissioner to strategically downsize office hours so as we can patrol our shoppers and ensuring that they feel safe during the holiday season.
Founder and administrator of the Grand Bahama Home Daycare for the Aged and Children, Agatha Thompson, along with president of the Grand Bahama Christian Council, Reverend Kenneth Lewis, are sharing their thoughts on the prominent issue concerning the Bahamas this year, the reported missing persons, of which most cases remain unsolved. Thompson says during this holiday season entering the new year, hope is still alive for those who still are searching for their loved ones, thanking those who have assisted in the effort to maintain community kinship.
Because of the heart-wrenching situation with elderly and those persons with dementia going missing and without a trace. And at this time, which is a time for family and love, I know those families are hurting even more because they don't have closure. So we thought it fitting that we would come to say thank you for the Grand Bahama community who have assisted over the years, and also to invite them to keep praying and for the families to know that we are still praying, we are still hoping.
Reverend Lewis emphasizing the shared sentiment, adding the public must be sensitive to the matter of those experiencing mental illnesses as well.
We should never be in a position where we forget that they are part of us, they are part of our community, and also to bring awareness to the need to be sensitive to those who are suffering from Alzheimer's, from dementia, and also to remind the public that as a community, as neighbors, we are to support people like Mrs. Thompson in her efforts to bring care to those elderly persons in need.
And that's a look at stories making news. Shane, what's coming up in sports?
Well, you know, the country has some of the brightest minds in baseball, and Legacy Baseball had the chance to work with one of them in recent times, and one would say it was a home run.
Wow, amazing. All right, well, sports is up next, but first a check on your local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
Tickets for the 2025 Grand Bahama Senior Junkanoo Parade, the Pine Yard Rush powered by Carnival, are now available at the new Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture office in the Region Center East. For more information, call 351-6667 or 424-9350.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
J.S. Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Tropical gyro is the best.
Tropical gyro is the best.
With over 30 years of service with integrity, services in Abaco, New Providence, and Grand Bahama, providing modern and state-of-the-art equipment, specializing in the maintenance and operation of waste treatment plants, waste oil movement, sludge extraction, tank cleaning, elite portable toilets, and hand wash stations. We are efficient, reliable, and cutting edge. We are B&B Galaxy.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Shane Stubbs, and welcome to Sports. Leading off, Ethan Bain recently spent some time helping out the youngsters at Legacy Baseball's Youth Baseball Clinic. Now, if you didn't know, Bain is a baseball operations analyst for the Chicago White Sox, and with that could come some valuable information on how to grow the game even more in the country. Here he is on what that experience has been like and his hopes for elevating the game in the future.
That gave me a lot of experiences and a lot of opportunities to learn things that I never knew before about like how information is used at the next level and how we could potentially use that information to better develop our kids in the Bahamas. At the end of the day, you know, I'm passionate about baseball in the Bahamas. I'm passionate about the youth that are here. And I'm trying to do everything I can to, you know, learn what I can over there and then come back to communities in Nassau and Freeport and the other family islands to do what I can to grow the game down here. And honestly, we're just taking them through a workout to see how they move and to see if they, like the skills that they have so that we can try to figure out, like, one, how do we, like, you know, help give them access to opportunities that are, like, one, in Nassau and two, you know, internationally.
And finally, in sports, Grand Bahamian guard Aiden Miller is making strides for the Athens Christian Eagles over in Athens, Georgia. The team is 7-3 for the season and are undefeated in the region at 3-0. Here's what the experience has been like for the former Tabernacle Falcon and what the Eagles have coming up this season.
I get to play against better guys, better competition, you know, just evolve my game, trying to develop and get better and eventually play on the D1 level. I come in, can bring high energy guy, bring defense, you know, talking, communicating, building everybody up at the end of the day, you know. That's all that really matters, to be honest. I'll be 7-3 right now. You know, we got a Christmas tournament coming up. Hopefully we get 2 wins, you know, going into region, and then hopefully we're trying to win state and then region tournament. So, you know, we got a big season coming up.
And that's your check on sports, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shane Stubbs. Your Facebook friend of the day is up next.
We all need to save. Save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Save More can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
Tropical gyro is the best.
Tropical gyro is the best.
This holiday season,
From all of us at ZNS and Grand Bahama, we wish you joy, peace, and love. May your days be merry and bright.
And your hearts filled with holiday cheer. Whether you're near or far.
We hope that you are surrounded by those you love.
And memories that last a lifetime.
From our ZNS family to yours.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
ZNS, bringing the spirit of the holidays to the Northern Bahamas.
Is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
The news is brought to you by BTC. For the fastest speed internet, get BTC Fiber. Sign up for a fiber bundle and get a $500 Visa gift card. Visit a retail store to sign up today.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the Director of Public Prosecutions, or DPP, now looking into the file investigators provided involving former CDU Chief Michael Johnson. Also, as early as next week, the Commissioner of Police says expect a suspect to be charged in the Adriel Moxey case. Plus, a look ahead to the New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade as officials from the parade management team seek to improve the process. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Tonight, Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernandez says he is not going back on his word, revealing the investigation into Chief Superintendent Michael Johnson has been completed and has been handed over to the Director of Public Prosecutions, Cordell Frazier. The investigation stems from a series of voice notes that were leaked where Johnson could be heard reportedly making a plan with a known criminal and a man named BJ to stop officers looking into a money heist that occurred in November 2023. Earlier this year, Commissioner Fernandez said the findings of the investigation would be revealed before the new year.
The chief investigator in the matter has since handed over the file to the DPP office late last week for her viewing and recommendation. So just stand by for that. I think we are on track, as I indicated, before the year is up. The investigators in the matter had completed a number of lines of inquiries, and they feel good where the file is at this time.
A significant transition in leadership is on the horizon for the Royal Bahamas Police Force as Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernandez has officially spoken for the first time about his resignation. Fernandez, who has served for decades, has decided to tender his resignation, paving the way for the historic appointment of the force's first female chief. During his final address to media at the Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade, Commissioner Fernandez expressed pride in the work accomplished under his tenure, particularly in the fight against crime. Devontae Hanna takes it from here.
Tonight, after over 4 decades on the police force, a bittersweet farewell from Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernandez.
My last day in office is on the 3rd of January, which is the handing over ceremony.
Fernandez's resignation was announced on December 4th by Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, who did not reveal the exact reason.
My contract is just about to come to an end in a few months, and I decided I have a lot of vacation, and I decided, after speaking with family members, that I would just carry it right on.
It came amid the fallout of the bombshell U.S. indictment implicating 2 senior Bahamian police officers in an alleged drug and weapon smuggling ring, adding to the head of the Criminal Investigations Department being placed on garden leave for his alleged involvement in a quid pro quo deal with a criminal earlier this year. The incident further eroding the public's trust in the police force, and incoming Commissioner ACP Shanta knows that trust is paramount.
I am confident that we will pass all of the challenges that we are facing right now, and we will certainly gain the trust of the Bahamian people again.
Knowles, a 30-year veteran of the police force, is widely regarded as a skilled officer, and in a matter of days, she will become the country's first and the region's 3rd woman top cop.
I'm glad that I've been the first to ascend to this position, and I'm certain that the support from the female officers in our organization will be behind me.
By this time next week, Fernando will start his retirement, ending 42 years of service to the police force and, by extension, the Bahamian people. He leaves behind a legacy of success in crime fighting, though critics argue persistent issues like corruption and accountability have increased under his watch.
I've been in this crime fight from a young constable from 1982 up to now as the commissioner on top, and I'm proud of my achievement.
According to sources close to the Prime Minister, several other changes will be made to the top brass of the police force in the coming weeks. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Devontae Hanna.
Meantime, Commissioner Fernandez telling reporters someone would be put before the courts for the death of 12-year-old Adriel Moxey by next week. On Tuesday, police confirmed forensic evidence cleared the original person of interest, an adult male detained at the Sandlands Rehabilitation Center. And now a 38-year-old man is in custody assisting with their investigation. Commissioner Fernandez says their investigation led them to the man.
And detectives went out there, good detective work, and they were able to put the pieces together. And I can assure you that as early as next week, someone will be put before the court. We have a number of evidential evidence. The footage assisted us, CCTV assisted us in a big way in bringing this matter to closure.
In other news, the leader of the Free National Movement, Michael Pintard, says the party is gearing up for the 2026 general election, revealing several candidates have already been chosen to be standard bearer for the party. Earlier this year, the FNM launched an open call for Bahamians to apply and then participate in a set of training modules. The chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party said they have already begun the work for the election, but the FNM says they are looking to be on top.
We are moving steadily in that direction. We expect early in the year you will hear from more of those persons who privately know for a fact that they will in fact be running. And so once they get through the Christmas season, you'll see more of them and hear more from them.
So some persons have already been given that ticket?
A number of persons have been tapped on the shoulder. They know what time it is.
How many persons?
We can't say at this time.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. More news in a moment.
The holidays are a time to celebrate our connectedness, to strengthen the ties that bind us, that make us, well, family. At Commonwealth Bank, we're your neighbors, your friends, and yes, we're your family, wishing you warm and sincere best wishes for a happy holiday and a prosperous new year from your family at Commonwealth Bank.
Merry Christmas to you.
Dive into premium flavor with the new KFC Saucy Nuggets. Hand-breaded, juicy, and 100% real. Step your flavor game up with 8 pieces of our premium white meat KFC Nuggets. Sauced in your choice of one of 5 KFC sauces. Stinging honey garlic, guava barbecue, mango habanero, Korean barbecue, or signature barbecue. Do whatever the crunch you want with all 8 pieces of our new KFC Saucy Nuggets for just $7.95. KFC Saucy Nuggets Strip. It's finger-licking good.
The sounds of Christmas.
Amari, it's time to go. Amari!
This holiday season, don't get left behind. Stay connected with lightning-fast fiber internet from BTC. When you sign up for a BTC fiber bundle, you can also get a $500 gift card on us. So you see, being home alone isn't so bad when you're holidaying with BTC.
Amari!
Be sure to visit one of our stores today.
People are going crazy for Popeyes around the world. Some have camped out for hours just to try our delicious chicken. This guy stocked up on 300 crunchy, juicy chicken sandwiches, just in case. And these lovebirds celebrated their wedding with the Popeyes cake. For real. We get it, y'all chicken lovers. Because we're just as crazy to marinate our chicken for 12 hours and make every piece by hand. That crazy love, we love.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
From paradise to paradise, Bahamas Air invites you to embark on a seamless island journey from the sun-kissed coast of Nassau, the Bahamas, to the rhythmic shores of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Soar high above a turquoise tapestry on the most trusted airline in the Caribbean. Our inaugural flight takes wing on November 17th, 2024. Don't delay. Book your idyllic escape today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
You're looking at a live shot of the Western Esplanade provided by our drone pilot, Neville Smith. Well, Saxons are still celebrating their Boxing Day victories. SNS News visited the Masons Edition Shack mid-celebration mode Thursday afternoon, where we interviewed participants who were still on cloud 9 and focused on getting to number 4 after their 3rd consecutive victory. Our Daniel Dean reports.
Well, I'm here in Masons Edition, home to the Shell Saxon Superstars, winners of the 2024 Boxing Day Parade. I was able to speak to a few of them who are smack dab in the middle of the action on Bay. And if it's one thing that they can all agree on, it's that they expected nothing less.
Because right now, what we doing, we on another level. And look and see what's going on. You can't see me on another level. That's what's going on. Level. You have different level, you know. They're there and we there.
Well, that enthusiastic superstar was Beller McNeil Albury. When presented with the notion that the group only won due to the Valley Divide, he and his teammate frontliner Lester Dawkins refuted the claim.
There's nothing that they can do to beat us. Come on, we can still win the parade at the end of the day. Come on, we just came back here, we waited for the results, and we knew we would have won. We blew everybody out of the water, and it's 4 for sure.
Social media buzzing with public opinion on the parade, who deserved the win, whose display was subpar, even assumptions that the Saxons played popular hymn Bind Us Together to throw a subtle jeer at the Valley Boys and their seeming inability to reconcile.
No, man, that was a tribute to the community of Masons Edition that always had our back. This is the home turf for us, and we just had to tell the people of Masons, thank you for always having our back. So that was for them. We only focus on us, nobody else.
Free dancer Marvin Gardner left one final message, not only for the Valley Boys, but all of the Junkanoo groups that think they stand a chance at the New Year's Day parade next week.
Off with your head like jam and bread.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Thanks, Danielle. The B category winner also not to be left out as the group is still reveling in its Boxing Day victory on Bay. Desmond Sanders has more.
The Fancy Dancers clinched the Junkanoo title in the B category, narrowly defeating Colors Junkanoo group with a combined total of 80.57. They captured the lead costume, music, and Shirley Street performance categories on Bay Street, and your team was all energized with the theme Dream. So let's talk about those qualities that gave you the edge on Bay Street during the Boxing Day Junkanoo parade.
Playtime, you know, we supposed to win the parade. They give us bad prizes. We sportsmen, we Junkanoos. We know we better than them, and we know what we are capable of doing. If anybody capable of getting senior, it'll be the Fancy Dancers. That's our standard. And the members, them growing up now, as young kids, they're growing up big. So we having our future. We're gonna have maybe 8 or 10 future Fancy Dancers. You know, and we're gonna give it, in this parade was specifically for Dawn Adley. Dawn Adley is a member, a leader, who sit down as young boys as we started the Fancy Dances.
I know you guys are proud and are heading into the New Year's Day parade. What are some of the strategies as you head into the New Year's parade?
Oh, we bring in Egypt, kings and queens of Egypt. You know, you should see a lot of people dressed up nice and neat, the lifestyle of Egypt and background, the deities, the gods, Nubis and all them. We should be bringing out on New Year's.
What are some of the concerns that you have as we head into the New Year's Day Junkanoo parade?
To get the Bay Street from here, and then you have one time we had an assistant, the policeman came there, and there's the sisters to get the Bay Street to mobilize us to all the groups from Foxhill. All group had assistant to get the Bay Street.
What would be your recommendations to the JCNP?
People come to see the senior group. If the senior group get number one, nobody should put no pressure on no big group to go start no parade. You get the money, you say, hey, boo, you're supposed to be our big brothers. You all start your parade.
I'm coming to you live off St. James Road. The Fancy Dancers, I'm here at their shack, and they still reveling off of their Boxing Day B category title. And we look forward to seeing them New Year's Day on Bay. That's what's happening. Thank you very much, Wade Robinson, who is the leader of the Fancy Dancers. Back to you.
Meantime, Junkanoo officials are calling the Boxing Day parade a success and are now focused on making the upcoming New Year's show one as well. The parade management team's deputy chairman, Adriel Moxey, says while there are still a few kinks to iron out, the adjustments made to the parade are having positive impacts. Most notably, he says, the overall flow of the parade.
Junkanoo is a living thing, and we do everything that we can to actually improve the flow of the parades. And you will notice, too, that there were a number of fun groups who were participating. So what we do is we move those groups into position ahead of or in between other groups that are prepared to perform.
And even though there are complaints about delays during the parades, Moxey says overall this issue has in many instances improved.
If we notice, too, that there are more participants now, more groups participating in the parades now. So, of course, that too is going to lengthen the parades generally. We have more fun groups now, so that in itself will lengthen the parades generally. But we're keeping those, those things, those delays or potential matters to a minimum. And I can't stress, I think we did a fantastic job this evening.
This portion of the news is brought to you by folk called Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this
bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community. Also help with the education of our kids in this community and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
It's good to be alive this holiday season. Alive is partnering with Western Air to bring 4 lucky Bahamian students home for the holidays for free. If you're a student studying in Florida, all you have to do is share a creative video showing us why it's good to be home for the holidays with the hashtags.
It's good to be home and it's good to be alive.
And don't forget to check out our live social media pages and bealive.com to see if you're eligible.
It's good to be alive when things free.
And it's even better to be home for the holidays.
Shell, we say refresh, refuel, rejoice. This Christmas, every $20 fuel up earns you a ticket to over $25,000 in joyful giveaways. Refresh your holiday mood with lavish hotel vouchers, exclusive spa treatments, and high-end shopping vouchers. Fuel up and submit your receipt by WhatsApp to 422-0271 for a chance to win with Shell. Drive to Shell. Fuel up and enter to win your share of $25,000 in giveaways for a December to remember. Terms and conditions apply.
The United States Chargé d'Affaires to the Bahamas, Kimberly Furnish, had a blast at her first ever Junkanoo parade. During our live broadcast of the parade, Yvonne Albury caught up with her as she shared her sentiments on the parade and her time in office as her tenure winds down.
She may be a foreign diplomat, but she's got soul. U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Kimberly Furnish thoroughly enjoyed the 2024 Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. Her down-home soul stands out as she got to see the true heart and soul of Junkanoo, Bahamians in the shacks.
Spent the past couple of weeks, I toured 6 Junkanoo shacks, and I had the best time because I had a preview. But to see it come to life is like nothing else. It's incredible. It's like the Bahamas coming to life. It's wonderful.
For the American, being in the shacks allowed her to see Bahamian talent up close.
I was so impressed with the craftsmanship, the delicacy, the hard work that they did, and to see it come to life today is like nothing else. It's absolutely magical.
Her appreciation for Junkanoo goes deep, as her New Orleans roots are full of the fun and flair of Caribbean people.
This is making me miss my Mardi Gras so much, but I have to tell you, I was telling my daughter and my partner that you all move the pieces by man, by person. Everything is handmade to intricacy. It's so impressive and beautiful. Like to me, it's unmatched. And the music and the life of the people is incredible.
Ms. Furnish reflected on her experience living and working in the Bahamas thus far as her tenure winds down.
Absolutely magical. The best people on the planet, the warmest, the most wonderful people in the world. So thrilled to have had this experience. Thank you so much.
This experience by America's top diplomat is what tourism officials hope will continue to be duplicated by the millions who visit the Bahamas annually. For the Bahamas Tonight, I am Yvonne Albury.
Well, LaDawn and Desmond join us live to give us a sneak peek of Access Now. Guys, what's up?
Jiminita, I think Desmond missed the front row seat at the greatest show on earth known as Junkanoo on Boxing Day morning. Jimmy, I saw you doing a little dance here and there. Desmond, you missed a hell of a show.
I admit, after all the celebrations, I went to sleep around that time. But hopefully New Year's will see me on Bay.
All right, Jimmy.
We won't miss it. That's good to hear. Well, stay with us. Our feature story is up next.
$10 deal. Available only at Marco Southwest, Prince Charles, Village Road, and Robinson Road. Fine. Let me see what it's about. I'll take 20 of those, please. Wait. You good? Yeah, bro. Marcos, get this new deal. Get yourself a large one-topping pizza for only $10. $10? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, I need 30 of them $10 carry-out pizza deal, please.
Join up for life insurance. Secure the ones that you love. Join up with Family Guardian. We offer full protection. Join the family. Join the family. Family Guardian. Protect the ones you love. A friend that you can trust.